Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Crafty the Camper. We are Sam and Deanne, and we are in the process of converting our VW Crafter into a tiny home on wheels.
Could have been in some trouble there.
We spontaneously bought Crafty last July in the first lockdown, and we hope to have him ready this summer to travel to Scotland.
If that's the picture you want to paint it. Hold it steady, mate. Christ, what on earth?
In this episode, Sam and I finally crack on with the cladding. We came to some really tricky bits, but we managed to overcome the problems.
This should be quite simple.
That's the cladding done. Goodbye.
Sorry?
I think we've done those since...
Yeah, since the start of the year.
Well, since December really. We've baked the seal, we've done the roof, we've done the boxes, we've applied down there, you've done the bed frame.
No goggles. That's what you do. So what I'm doing here is, I've got this here as a template, which is to go around the curve on the cladding, which I've done on one side already. That template I'm then using, I've jigsawed it out roughly, and then I'm using a flush router bit to then do the other bit.
Oh my god, stay slow.
Great!
What did it fit?
No, I thought I'd done it all the way around. Wow. I'm right, man. Get it. Let's get it. Have a look.
Me on the camera.
Sorry?
Me on the camera.
No, well, yeah, whatever, mate.
It's taken us literally 2 hours to do that.
No, it hasn't.
That's taken a long time, mate.
Okay. Any more cladding pieces, Bree? Bree. Isn't it?
Just to say, if you haven't got, what's it called?
A
chop saw
or a side saw.
Get one if you're going to do cladding.
Yeah,
Yeah, get one because the time it saves, I can't even, like we did the whole roof without it, and now we're doing this, and it's so much quicker.
100 quid. 100 quid Argos, yeah. Bargain.
That's too long. These corners down here are proving to be really hard because we basically need to make one long piece. I can't explain, but this is where we're at the moment. You've been doing it for ages, haven't you?
Yeah, just carving this piece so I can get
so hard.
Dead straight. But hopefully it will be rewarding.
Yeah.
I just can't, yeah.
It's annoying because if we mess up this piece and we've got to start again.
Yeah.
So we can't snap it.
No snappy.
No snappy.
I wasn't sure if you could see them, they were all around you. When I touched the sand, pictures.
That noise I just made is the perfect way to express how I'm feeling about this cladding on this side here. But once I sand this down and put some filler in and stuff, it should look fine. But yeah, what a drama. do-dos in these videos, I tell you. They're all different, aren't they? Today I want to finish off the kitchen cabinet, and I've started the kitchen cabinet but I've actually cut it wrong, so I need to modify this. I didn't film anything yesterday because I didn't have the camera on me, but basically it's going to be going above like this area here. So the cabinet's finished off. I have made this little curved edge here, well not curved edge, sort of angled edge, which is where there's going to be a little shelf on the edge of the kitchen cabinet. Now what I need to do is, before I fit it, I need to ply the back, and then I also want to put a piece of cladding just in this slot here. So I've managed to get these little bits of cladding up in here. It was so tight, and I have slotted in the tongue and groove part as well, so it's still strong. So the cabinet all fits, it's all been sort of scribed it along here, so it fits up against the overhead storage thing. Now I just need to put a batten on the back here, which is what will fix to the ply. Well, it's not the ply, it's the battens behind. So I'm doing this cladding bit here, which is like the real tricky bit, the bit that's exposed that you'll see that sort of follows down through the van. And I originally done this little bit here, and then I thought, oh, I'll just cut it here, scribe out those bits, put it up right, and then just put some cladding up. But it just doesn't look very nice, the edges isn't very covered, it just looks a bit naff. So I've done something, I don't think, I've never seen anyone else do it before. So basically this piece of cladding will continue, so the full length will continue. And what I've done is, to add structure, I've put in these little shaped triangles. They took about 1,000 attempts to actually get the angle right. But there's 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then I've left the last one there because it doesn't really need to be there, and the van sort of closes in, so it's a different size again. Yeah, so now what I can do is, with the piece of cladding that I've got here, I've taken the tongue off, and I've taken half of the groove off as well, and then so that actually won't go into this piece here obviously, but it's going to sit over the top, and it's kind of going to make it look like that it is still connected. And then what I'll do is, the first piece that goes along the top here will be screwed, and then the rest will just be all connected into it. So yeah, hopefully this works. I really hope so.
We've just spent the last 10 minutes trying to de-ice the van. Try de-icer, scraping it. It's too damn cold. I only come on Sundays, if you know, I don't come in the week or anything. It's Sunday. Sam has done both cabinets. So now we're going to clad everywhere.
You helped me with that one though.
Yeah.
In the last video, but
yeah. We've climbed anywhere else.
So yeah, plan today is to hopefully clad the entire van, but
we say that every time.
We say every time, and we run into problems. But yeah, fresh minds. Fresh minds, fresh heads. Let's get this done. First thing, we got to clear the van out because.
No swearing.
It's a poopy hole, a poo hole, a pap hole. Let's get the chops all out. Our new favourite friend.
So we have finished that side now, finally, and we're going to start on this side. So that was all Wick's cladding, and Wick's had run out for ages, so we bought Bradford's cladding, and we took it there and we tested it, so it should fit in, but we're still a bit worried that it's not going to fit.
So yeah, that.
We have no idea how people do that bit that comes down because it's just not working.
Well, it's just hard. Doable, but it's just hard.
But how do people do it? Look what's happening there. What's that? What's this gap? We've cut the tongue off. We don't really know what we're doing, do we? We're just trial and error, I suppose.
Yeah, look at that. Amazing.
But then that's just a complete waste of cladding though. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a long bit of waste.
Look at that, wait, it's just not.
What is that?
Okay, mate, thank you.
Sam's annoyed, I can tell.
Put the camera down.
These bits of trim are really handy because you can just slot them in, innit?
Yeah, it's designed for cladding. We actually flip it round the other way, so there's not so much white on show. But because we're going to be painting and the cladding white anyway, it will just blend in. We got the inspo from Overlanding Sophia.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
What did we do with this bit? So we changed our mind and.
Yeah,
what did we do? Tell, I don't know.
We took half of the groove off, the inside of the groove. It won't be actually slotted into...
Be on it, but...
Yeah, it won't be slotted into this piece here, just like this piece. This is not slotted in. They're kind of very slightly overlapping. And then we're going to put that one up, and then hopefully from that one going up, we'll then be on a roll to then just go down, but...
Yeah.
It's dependent on how straight it is. If it's not straight...
Do you want to come check?
Don't push too hard because you'll break that. Yeah, it's perfect.
This is the first time we've used the diesel night heater.
Well, I've used it, but the first time we used it.
Because my toes are freezing off. And it's very warm, isn't it, Brie?
Very warm.
Hopefully, in 3 months' time, we'll look back at this video and be like, what the F did the van look like? Because it looks so clear.
Yeah. So we've done, this is how far we are on the cladding. Done all along there. I'm just doing this little bit along here as well.
I decided to just leave Sam to these parts of the cladding as it was pretty slow work and far too tedious for me. So we just did the worst, I say we, I did nothing. The worst bit of the van, yeah, the hardest bit. This bag. It was so hard.
Yeah, it was basically like making the groove to go along here.
That bit's snapping.
This bit snapped. Luckily we put some glue in there and it will be fine. Yeah, and a little bit of filler and glue and stuff, and that'll be spot on.
I think advice: don't do a curved window.
Or do a curved window, but don't do cladding as well as a curved window.
Yeah, either do a curved window or ply,
yeah.
Cladding and no curved window. It's just too much hassle. Regrets. And this was hassle too.
Yeah. But it does look cool.
We've still got another 2 bits to do. So
it does look cool, doesn't it?
yeah, but it's not. It wasn't worth it.
Well, I think it was. No, I don't think it was.
No, you don't think it was, mate.
No, it wasn't worth it. No. Okay. This should be quite simple.
I know I can be unkind, but you're not always understanding. I like to take my time, but time.
So this is where we're at. Whoop, whoop. We say it's now going to be easy, but we still got to go around the bed frame. So. Did you say this is going to be easy now? It's not, because we've got to go around the bed frame.
Like, that's not going to be that hard. We were excited initially to see vapor barrier. Like, we were excited to see vapor barrier. We were like, yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a camper, and now the last thing we want to see is vapor barrier.
Yeah.
Like, we just want to leave it all.
So true.
Make you mine, make you mine, make you mine, make you mine, make you mine. I know that I have grown jaded, and we could lament over losing the days of our youth.
Oh, mate. Can you just know?
Yep. That's the cladding done. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe and like if you liked it. See you in the next episode where Sam finishes the bed and we finally paint our cladding.